if our little daughter were here, she would say, I'm quite sure, this is very lovely. And this is very lovely because, you know, I know there's lots of nice wine here, and I know lots of people want to say bugger off, but nobody has. But there's also something more. There's this little sort of naughtiness in the air as well, which is also quite nice. But I do thank you all for being here because it shows to me why it is I am sad to leave, and that is because of you. Well, there are other reasons as well, which I'll go into in a moment, but it is because of you. But I want this to be more of a celebration of the fact that they let women in wearing leather jackets, sort of rebel with causes into the United Nations, and I managed to stay here for 11 years. I mean, that's got to be something to celebrate. That I will continue to be a rebel with the cause outside of the office. And that I had the opportunity to work for an office and an institution which I care passionately about, because if you care about human rights, this is where you need to be. We were able to do a huge amount of work in Bosnia. I'm sorry, Yasser Jumha has just left, who I worked with, but Liddy Vontra is here, and others who worked in the Bosnia. Agnes is here. We worked in Bosnia. I think we had a tremendous time. We did a lot of good things, and the reason we were able to do those good things is because we had vision and passion and strategy, and we didn't play politics, which meant we had the moral integrity. And because we had the moral integrity, we had respect. And if you have respect, you can move mountains. And whilst the mountains of Bosnia are still there, it is the Balkans, after all, we had a damn good try at doing it. And I've got to say, some of my favourite moments would be, you know, when you're in the field, and this is the difference between being in the field and here. In the field, you can look into the eye of the people who are perpetrating the human rights violations. You can take them to the courts. You know who your enemies are, and you can use law to actually make a difference and to do the protection that we all want to do. The most difficult posting in the Office of the High Commissioner is Geneva. And it's Geneva because we don't get to do that anymore. We don't get to see the work that we do actually working, actually making the difference. And as colleagues, all I want to say to you is, this is the institution that makes the difference. Having the inside track makes the difference. And having the inside track is dependent on the integrity, the ethics, and the passion of you guys. And I'm really sorry that I will not be here to work with you longer. But I'll be outside the building. I won't be in it. I'll just be around the corner. It has been an amazing ride working for the United Nations. Maybe I'll come back if they let me. But, you know, I think probably I learned the lesson last time. But I just wanted to say thank you to all of you for being here, to all of you who showed me such tremendous support over the last year, because most of it's been brilliant. This last year has been a bit of a bummer, really. I mean, I could have done without that, but, you know, there you go. It doesn't always work perfectly, and we learn our lessons. And one of the things I have learned is the friendship that you can get when you're under pressure. I mean, the friendship from Mara, from everybody who worked with me in that team. We laughed as much as we despaired. We had fun. But the point is this, and that is that this office is what the world depends on. I mean, I'm not overstating it. If we get it right, they get it right. If we hold them accountable, then we walk with the morality and our heads held high, and we can do it. And that's you. So thank you for being friends, for being colleagues. And I am moving on to an NGO, which is probably where, you know, rebels with causes should probably be, which means I'm going to be poking you every now and then if I don't agree with the little sort of deletions of names of states or whatever it is that has to happen. But I know that you'll know that we're colleagues in perpetuity for the defence of human rights. So thank you all, and a good special mention, thank you, Agnes, for inviting everybody, because that's not the easiest thing to do sometimes. And like I said, I could do the Oscar speech and thank everybody, but I think I'm going to get rather emotional if I do that, so I probably better go have another glass of wine instead. But onwards and upwards, and as Mary Robinson would say, which I would never emulate, but bon courage and thanks.